Hi guys, I'm finally getting away. I've just had my appointment at Papworth, which I'll show you in a sec. And I was going to go up to Skegness, but it's actually 100 miles. So I've decided to hug the Norfolk coast and see where I end up spending the night. So I've got my Costa, I've got a sausage roll from Costa, and I'm just going to use my phone in a minute as a sat nav. So I'll see you when I get there. There we go. Goodbye Papworth. Hello Norfolk coast. So at this point I've been driving for quite a while, an hour and a half at least, and Google Maps taking me up a nice A road to the city of Ely, and then taking me on some weird jaunt across the countryside, round and round in what seemed like never-ending circles, to bring me back out like 10 miles further up this steel carriageway. So anyway, only about 7 miles from Snetterton Beach at this point, I saw this sign for Castle Rising. I like castles, so I thought I'd take a quick look. It's amazing, the whole village is kind of built around the castle and the keep. So I kept this bit in from my dash cam, because the village was just so beautiful and slightly strange. But anyway, here's the car park to the castle. How wonderful a campsite would this make? It's even got a toilet block at the end there. But unfortunately, there are signs up everywhere saying no overnight parking, car park shuts at 9 p.m, do bugger off. So it's a no-go. As much as I like castles, you have to pay to get in this one. And it's up there. And I've already just climbed up on one of the keep, the edge of the moat. And as interesting as it looks, I think I'll just look at it from this distance. A little bit short of money to be buying tickets, but the whole village is quite cool. Hopefully I've got some of that on the dash cam. Beach number one. Well, beach car park number one. Obviously, not that around here, don't give a shit. Okay, so this is Snetterton Beach in Norfolk. That's the wash that leads as part of the North Sea. And over there in the distance, zoom in. Right in the very distance is the Lincolnshire coast, where I was going to go to before I decided just to come here, because it's just the other side of the bay. I've been here before. It's mad. The tide comes in seconds. As you can hear, it's really windy. I've paid for 2 hours parking, but I think I'm just going to have a quick beach comb and move on, because this is the east coast's only west facing coast, if that makes sense. So if you look on a map, it's looking in on itself, and the wind is coming from the west, so I might not stay here long. Let's see what I can find. I just sat down to try and shelter from the wind a bit, and these are just what I've picked up, made a pile of what I'm surrounded by. So we've got some cockle shells, lots of cockle shells. In fact, the whole beach is pretty much cockle shell. So I'm just going to take a few. I've also found a nice little wishing stone there, and I'll just have a little walk in a second and see if there's anything more interesting. Anyone lost a crook? If you're in the market for a sandal, I'm afraid they're not matching pair. It's 14:26. I don't want these plates to fall on them, but the tide is definitely coming in. You can hear it. It's 14:29. Look how close it's getting now. It sort of rushes across there. If it wasn't so windy, you could hear it even better. 14:34. The water's right up to the edge now. There's people down the metal detector, I think. Never thought to bring a metal detector. Anyway, glad we saw the tide coming in. And it's so damn windy. My eyelashes are blowing inside out. So, I'm off. This is my through the steering wheel view. I've just stopped off on Stanton, which is just a little bit further along the coast from Snettisham. I'll just swing it round the car park in a sec. I'm just stuffing my face with crisps. Kind of need another coffee. This is not really my sort of place, so I'm just gonna, plus the tide's right up here, but I'm just gonna have a quick look on the beach and then make a move. It's quite rough out there. I don't mean the place, I mean the sea. Lots of people walking along the promenade, but I've absolutely no idea if the beach is there until I get out. But this is a bit like camp for me, and a bit crowded for me. So after an hour or two driving across the county, I finally arrived on the east coast of Norfolk. Here I am at Mundersley Beach, on the east coast this time. It's pretty packed up there, it's pretty surfy, there's lots of beach huts. I found a car park that parking's free overnight, but it's not the pleasantest car park in the world, so anyway, I'm going to get down on the beach and do some beach combing. And the tide's right in and she's a bit cross. But I'm coming to what looks like more promising beach up here. So we'll see. I've already found about, well, 5 holy stones that I picked up. There were more. We'll see. What I haven't found is where I was going to camp, so again, we'll see. Here we go. It's really nice here, really nice cliffs. There's meant to be some free parking somewhere up on the cliffs, but I can't find the hide or hair of it. The battery's dying on my phone now. I'm sitting here like some pathetic little lobster. This is a holy stone and a half. Oh, and there goes my lighter. I'm going to have to take this. Even though my pockets are heaving with them, it's going to have to be the last one. Sea glass number 2. Well, my feet were a bit hot. And the sea's just come in and soaked them. Good job there. Wet socks thingy whatsits. Otherwise I'll be driving with wet feet. They're wet now, so let's carry on making them wetter. Right, I'm coming to the end of this weird little spit thing I was looking at. And I found a piece of orange peel. This is the way I came. Hopefully I won't get a shower. And it looks like I might. One last video, I've literally walked out. Let me go back to the car. The word oh shit springs to mind. I've got to try and get up that now. See you in about an hour. Beautiful. Really is nice here. I'm trying not to walk up this against the wind with a ton of rocks in my pocket. Oh, thank God for that. I've come out right opposite the car park. That was lucky. And in case anyone wants to know, this is I know you're not going to see from there, are you? That's what's behind me. And this is the Norfolk coast path, in case you want to do it. Really nice. This is the kindness wall. People put clothes there and you take what you want. Quite like those boots actually. I'm going to see what size they are. I have to put my phone on charge because it's really not got much left at all. Which means no sat nav on the way home, if I'm going home. I'm certainly heading that way. This isn't the best, nice view, but not the best car park to make a cup of coffee and have something to eat in, although you can stay here overnight. Doesn't say you can sleep here, it just says parking's free overnight. So I'm going to head south. I have a compass, so I'll be looking at the compass. And I can't even show you the view while this is on charge because I've only got one cigarette charger. Anyway, I'll catch up with you in a minute. Well, I've gone about 6 miles down the road and heading south, keeping the sea on my left. And I've just come through this little village called Walcott. It's still on the Norfolk way, coast path. And I'm going to make a cup of coffee here and just have a little wander on that beach in case there's something interested on there. And then I'll head south. Out with the GoPro for that extra special professional video. It's still windy here, so I'm going to have to try and light this in here. But I desperately need coffee. I've seen other people do this. So, if the truck, I can smell gas. Oh my god, I can smell gas. I shouldn't be able to smell gas. If the truck blows up, it's not my fault. I'm going to have this for my tea. I can't be bothered to get the pans out. Instant noodles. Does anyone know what teriyaki sauce actually is? Because I'm not sure I like the smell of it. I might not be having the pot noodle after all. It might be an Aero. I'm going to try a sachet of Kinko latte. Not very confident about this wild camp, and it's been a long time since I've done it. I've had a lovely day out, but I spent all weekend dog sitting for somebody else, and I haven't really been home apart from briefly last night. I was up at the crack of bird shit to go at Papworth today. I'm absolutely exhausted, and I'm probably only about an hour from home, so I might as well drive home. I know it's wimping it out, especially as I put this lovely bed arrangement in here, but I just don't really know where to stay. So I've got this really nice view behind me, which you can't see because you're on a GoPro, but I'm choosing just to sit here, stretch out, relax, while I eat my tea. I was going to take it on the beach, but it's still a bit bloody cold out there, but I will go and have a look at the beach before I leave. I'm just going to look at these caravans and have a little look on my laptop. So this doesn't smell too bad now. It's still a bit hot to try, but I think I can live with that. Managed to eat half of them. They're not very nice. I wouldn't recommend them. And I managed to get most of it over my face, but I've got a baby wipe. I can't see if I'm wiping it up or not. Hopefully I am. And also I'm going to use it to wipe my spork. Oh no, that's probably not good. It's probably got chemicals on it, but at least I have noodles stuck to it. So I'm just going to try the coffee next. Here goes. Okay, can't taste much in the way of coffee. But it's okay. for some reason, suddenly loads of people are turning up. People keep walking over my shoes. So someone's just parked so close now that I probably can't undo that door. And they've walked over my shoes. And they've all stared in here. So definitely not staying here. And that's where all the dog people have gone up there. This reminds me so much of sea pooling. But then sea pooling's only down the road, so that's hardly surprising. And I'm glad it's quite sandy, because I absolutely couldn't put those wet shoes back on. Gonna have to drive home barefoot. It's not illegal, is it? Right, let's just see if there's anything here. So, Beachcomb number 3. This is called Walcott. What a beautiful beach it is too. I can't tell you how nice it is to walk barefoot on the sand, wet sand, and listen to the noise of that sea. And up there, just the other side of that headland, but I don't know if you'll even pick up on this, is where I was earlier at Mundersley. You think if there was sea glass there, there'd be sea glass here. But as there wasn't much in the way of sea glass there, not really expecting to find anything. I must be the worst sea glass hunter ever. There's people that park really close to me, so close that I can't open my door. I've just gone back to their car. So I'm just going to sit here perched on another lobster post until they fuck off. Sorry, I mean until they go away. And it's worth walking up here because look at this beauty. And they've gone. And the next people are parked more sensibly. So I can actually get in my car now. Look at this beauty. Just found it under this pier thing. Just going to have a quick snout under there without looking like an idiot. So it's goodbye to Walcott. I'm now heading for Stalham, which I think is only about 6 miles away. And I think, well, I know that Stalham's only about an hour from home. But as I'm not very confident about like finding somewhere safe to park, and it's so close to home, and so I've been up since the crack of bird shit. I'm also not very confident with the side effects of this illness, which can be pretty rough, especially in the morning. Anyway, so I'm heading home. Bye. See you in a bit. I'm nearly home now. There's a place, I'm just driving through a place called Rentham, and there's a lovely beach off to the left called Cove High. I'll show you the road instead of me. There you go. Really bad filming going on here while I'm driving. Oops, don't tell anybody. So, that's all for now. Thanks for watching. Over and out.